Hey everyone, LQ here, and I just received something from LEGO. So, the Ninjago Summer Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitzu sets have not come out quite yet. However, on Bricks and Pieces, a lot of the elements have. So I picked up a few minifigures from the larger sets. I do not plan on buying themselves, and I just wanted to make a video sharing my first thoughts on the designs this way. Alright. Got quite a few here, but the first thing I want to point out is I got some of the new Spinjitzu tornado pieces. These are pretty cool compared to the old ones. I like that they don't have the clips on the edge. It makes them more look like their own thing. However, I'm not sure if they'll spin quite as well. Let's see. Oh no, they still do fairly well. We'll see how it works with the minifigure in a bit. But let's get some of these put together. Alright, so first up here we've got what I'm going to call Forbidden Spinjitzu Lloyd. Now, the interesting thing about this variant is they use all of the same body and leg prints as the main variant from this wave. The main difference being the lack of armor and this hood piece here. This is pretty interesting. It's actually quite different than I thought it would be. You can see it uses the same base as the hood introduced in Legacy, where it totally lacks the bandana on top and instead replaced it with this transparent flaming hair piece, which is more opaque than transparent, at least how I'm seeing it. It's not really what I expected, to be honest. It's not bad at all, it's just different. And so, the completed figure with Lloyd. It's an interesting figure. I'm not sure I like their decision to not use the shoulder armor for all of these. I might someday go back and add that to them like I did with the final battle variants. However, that is one piece that was not available on Bricks and Pieces, which is why I didn't grab some of the other minifigures that are available in sets that I did not plan on getting, and I'll get those on Bricklink later, just because it's not going to be worth it to buy all the pieces if I can never buy the armor by itself for a reasonable price. Lloyd is interesting this wave because he has yellow hands, which is not something we've seen often, if at all, in Ninjago, to my knowledge, except for, characters like Wu. But for the ninja themselves, I don't recall ever seeing this. It's also weird because none of the other ninja have yellow hands, only Lloyd. Overall, though, I think it looks cool. Let's see how it looks in the Spinjitzu thing. And, oh, that didn't work out. These seem a little bit harder to spin than the Legacy versions. Well, I kind of got it going. I'm sure the slams will work better than these. At least I hope they will. Do like that Lloyd's tornado was dual molded with the glittery green and gold. That makes a really cool design for it. So next up we've got Cole. He's a little bit less interesting than Lloyd, in my opinion, looking a lot like previous versions we've got. Going back to the sleeveless look, the orange belt is new. That doesn't quite stand out as much without his orange headband, which I have not seen that version of yet. This one is mainly black. This is dual molded in transparent orange and black, but it's actually very hard to see the orange unless you're in the right light. Again, this is more opaque than transparent, just because of the way it's molded with the hood itself. However, if you got some more light in here, this probably would look better. It's not the brightest here when I record, just because I don't want glare on any of the minifigures. It's an alright variant. It's not one of my favorite versions of Cole, though. So next up we've got Nia, and this is actually one of my more favorite versions of the character. I like how they really committed to the gunmetal and blue this time without any red. It's very well balanced. I'd really like to see this one with the hood for this wave, not the Forbidden Spinjitzu hood, but the normal ninja hood for this wave. I feel like the transparent colors come off a lot better in this one. The blue really pops off of the gunmetal, and they really complement each other. Not too much else to mention besides that. Honestly, none of these are the most interesting ever. I was expecting a little bit more pop from this headpiece here, but we're not really getting that. However, the Spinjitzu tornado piece for Nia is one of my favorites for this wave. I don't think it's quite as cool as Lloyd's, but I really like the gunmetal and the glitter blue together. And next up we have actually the only normal variant I got out of this was Jay. Mentioned before that I couldn't get this armor piece on Bricks and Pieces, so I didn't want to pick up any of these. However, I did get one of these extra in the minifigure pack for this year with Clutch Powers. It comes with a weird variant of Kai, which has the new hood and armor piece, but old printing, so he's not really of any value in a collection of Ninjago minifigures. So I salvaged this piece off of him and put him on Jay, who I believe, at least at this point, is exclusive to the land bounty. Not a huge fan of this variant of Jay either, to be honest. It's just disappointing. He has sort of like an Ninjago movie-inspired darker blue pants, and then lighter blue up here. I don't really like the printing on this one quite as much. It's a bit harder to see on the webcam here. But he has a couple of buttons, a smiley face, and a lightning rod, and it looks a little bit more goofy than I normally like them. It looks more like a pilot than a ninja. Let's real quick take a look at the back printing on him. Just to kind of sell home how I think he looks much more like, you know, a paraglider or a pilot or something than a ninja with this outfit. I'm not a huge fan of it. And next up we have the Ice Emperor. This is one from a set I definitely wasn't going to get, as it's like my least favorite in the wave. However, I do really like this minifigure. The white and the blue are a great color scheme together, one we do not see very often in Ninjago. And these new elements are just really cool with the crystalline ice-like crystals coming out. And the transparent head. It's just really cool. The printing on it is pretty detailed as well, and I really like how it looks. Also got a couple of the new katanas in the light blue because I love new katana colors, even though I don't know for certain if this minifigure is supposed to use them. And finally we have Char, whose name I had to look up because he has not even appeared in the series yet. Had to snap this one up as minifigures with tails. These normally go for upwards of $10 on Bricklink after they come out. This one's alright. I feel like the bronze armor doesn't really match the rest of him, and it would have been cooler to have this printed in like a black or gunmetal. Would have went cooler with this minifigure, I think. But that's whatever. He has some interesting printing on him, using what I believe is the Ninjago language on the front, though I'd have to translate to see if it actually says anything. This headpiece is new and interesting. It's black, dual molded with transparent orange, which is a really cool color scheme, I think. Not one of my favorite tailed serpentine figures, but it is certainly a nice one to have. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this haul. It cost me about $25 or so, which sounds like a lot just for minifigures. However, on Bricklink, a lot of these are going to average around $3 to $8, and this one, like I said, Char here, he's going to probably average upwards of $12 to $20 depending on how sought after he is. He's in a few sets, so maybe not, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Plus, I got all these tornado pieces, which who knows how much those are going to go for in the future, since this is all just coming out, and most of these sets have not been released in North America yet. You can't even get most of this stuff on Bricklink yet, so it's best to jumpstart the collection, in my opinion. Still need the other 3 of the Forbidden Spinjitzu Ninja and the 5 normal variants from this wave, as well as a lot of the villains, but these are the main ones which I could not get in other either smaller sets or bigger sets that I actually wanted to buy, so I thought it was good to snatch them up now. If you're interested, go check out Lego Bricks and Pieces, and I believe most of this stuff should still be up. Jay and Nia's heads were not on there, I should add. I think all the other ninja heads were except for theirs. I pulled all of these off of duplicates I got from other recent sets. Well, I'm here. I did a couple weeks ago, in this same order, get the Clutch Powers minifigure, which has the Batman belt in black, which is pretty cool. Only thing I'm disappointed about is that there is no leg printing for this minifigure. Him being the only exclusive one in the set, I feel like we should have gotten that. So like I said, if you're interested in any of these and there's large sets you don't want to get but you'd like to spend some money on the minifigures, it's still going to be a little bit. Recommend going over $35 so you can get free shipping from Lego Shop at Home, but go and check it out if there's anything you can get there. I really love when new bricks and pieces are added to the site. It's fun to search through them for cool stuff to get. And you can get cool accessories like these katanas in light blue, which you're not going to get that often in other sets.